So today I will give you a deep dive on how your brain works that I learned 4 years ago, and I never looked back, because once you see actually that the brain is not working the way regular therapists are teaching you, and you see the structure of what your brain is reacting to in your day-by-day life based on what you focus on, based on your behavior, you can really strategize and massively improve your mental health, massively destroy tons of blockages that you had, massively leave behind all those crazy shadow work videos and those guru videos that just make you overthink more. Motorcycle while I'm making my video. That just make you overthink more and give you just this feeling of overwhelmment. Oh, why isn't this working? Because once I'm going to tell you now how logical actually your brain is working, you'll be like, oh, this is actually something I can apply. So we want to start at understanding that your brain is actually reacting to what signals you give the brain. And you actually give those signals to the brain with your focus. Your focus is teaching your brain what to give you again. That's why intrusive thoughts are coming over and over again, because you hate them. Because your brain doesn't know what you like or what you dislike. Your brain only knows what you engage with. And what you engage with, your brain gives you more to the degree that you engage with that. And that is referring to emotions, thoughts, and bodily sensations. So now you can look at your life and you can look at the thoughts that automatically attack you, because your brain will give you automatic thoughts during the day that you have no control over, absolutely no control over those thoughts. The moment you wake up, because you built an algorithm over years now, years and years and years and years, you built that algorithm, which is even connected to your belief system, because the confirmation bias from your experiences, the meanings you gave to those experiences, and then how you see reality is firing up that algorithm even more. So we now want to break that algorithm, right? And I want you to know that this is not only affecting the situation of mental health, which is, by the way, not a separate part of your life. It's constantly affecting everything in your life. It's affecting your job, it's affecting your relationships. As an example, when jealousy comes up, some people are like, oh yeah, it's normal for me to check the phone or stalk my partner or check on Snapchat or on Instagram or on TikTok what they're doing to get the feeling of relief. That is creating a cycle of obsession. And then you're in a relationship of emotional addiction and not of love. So this process, what I'm teaching you today, this deep dive into your brain, is literally helping you in every area of your life. At your job, when you constantly think about what the boss is thinking or what your co-workers are thinking, and you're behaving in a way to get validation or to not get fired, you're literally reacting. You're only in a reactive state. You're only in a fight or flight state. And that makes you not the master of your reality. You're not in charge of your life. Basically, thoughts and emotions are in charge of your life. I hope you understand how big this is. How big it is, the differentiation between reactivity and proactivity. So we understand that the brain has an algorithm. and you fire up that algorithm with your focus. Now, in the past, there have been some traumatic experiences that happened. And when those traumatic experiences happened and you were a child, you had to deal with them in a certain way. And a lot of times what happens is you will do behaviors, you will create patterns of behaviors inside and outside of your head to protect yourself. Because that's the only way you know how to protect yourself. The problem is that those behaviors are creating automatic patterns and confirmation bias. And now you see the world through a lens that's not reality, but you think it's reality. And there will be massive amount of people who will agree with you because they look through the world through similar lenses. And maybe you will connect with these people. You will get into groups with these people. You will get onto forums with these people. You will make them your friend groups. And then you even more believe that that is the world. This is why once you change those patterns, a lot of times friends change. You grow out of it. You grow out of the job. You grow out of the obesity of the physical body. You change so many things because you're not a prisoner anymore to these confirmation biases. So I'm gonna give you guys today very practical tools. Very practical tools. And I'm gonna give you everything. Everything you need to break out of these patterns. And if you just apply it for the next 30 days, next 60 days, you will break out of so many things far better than what a lot of these other gurus and coaches give you. Because what a lot of them teach you is what sounds good. It sounds good. It catches you at your patterns. It catches you at your pattern of control and safety. Control and safety, that addiction, that self-help addiction, spiritual self-help addiction, of trying to get control and safety is what a lot of these teachings make money with. Because think of the techniques that they give you, or think about the teachings that they give you. They say, you can control reality with this affirmation. You can control other people. You can get your SP back, your special person, with this type of technique. But they're not questioning the reason why you want that person back or why you want to fix that feeling. And I want to help you to understand what a compulsion is. Because a compulsion is anything you do to control a feeling, to fix a feeling, to get rid of a feeling. And you're doing a lot of behaviors then around that feeling, trying to protect yourself, trying to strategize in your head. And that then creates more of that panic because you're validating in your brain that that panic is real. All right? So let's start. Let's get into it. The first thing you want to start doing is change from being a reactive person to being a proactive person. This is massively important. I cannot tell you how important this is, what I'm telling you right now. Look at your life and see how reactive are you to emotions and thoughts, stimuli in your environment, try to fix things, and your behaviors. When boredom comes up, are you taking your phone and are you scrolling on social media? When jealousy comes up, are you checking in to get reassurance from your boyfriend, your girlfriend? When anger comes up, are you trying to fix it by doing certain things? If so, you're refeeding those algorithms and you're living your life dictated by emotions and thoughts. Now, the reason for that is because your brain is playing the game of emotions and thoughts. That's what the brain has access to. Your brain has the access to give you emotions, thoughts, and bodily sensations. Your brain is playing that game. That's the game, and the brain will always win if you don't know about the game and if you are reactive to that game, because you're basically refeeding the old algorithm of that game. So, if the brain is the master of making you confused and overwhelming you with emotions and thoughts, which, by the way, the brain is not bad. It's not your enemy. It's actually your friend. Your brain is literally just fulfilling the signals that you gave the brain in the past. But if you continuously reactively react to those signals, which these signals have become more powerful over the years, your brain over the years connected more and more thoughts, more and more images, more and more feelings, and knows exactly what you react to. That's why reactivity to emotions and thoughts is one of the things that have the most negative impact on people in their life, if not one of the biggest. Now, remember this, and I'm slowing down because I really want you to maybe listen to this like a podcast. I really want you, because even the urge to like, oh, give me the answer quickly, or I need more entertainment in the videos. I'm telling you, the people who are on this short form content to get emotional entertainment, they lose the ability to learn. They lose the ability to focus because it's a skill. So, as I said, you have to get away from reactivity, and you have to get in the direction of being proactive. Now, what direction is that? Because I told you, we are not playing the game anymore on the level of the emotions and thoughts. We have to proactively go in the direction of living your life. We have to go proactively in the direction of living your life, of doing the valued actions. You will, with that behavior, change the algorithm, because the old algorithm will try to pull you in and will say, no, you're not ready enough to create on social media. You're not ready enough to talk to this person. You're not ready enough to go to the gym. You're not ready enough to do these things. We have to fix the trauma first. We have to fix the algorithm first. It will tell you we have to fix these problems first. And that is the catch. And that's where you change the algorithm. By accepting the uncomfortable feeling and moving proactively anyway in the direction of your valued actions. You're making those patterns inactive. The brain is literally like an algorithm. Whatever you give your watch time to, your brain will give you more of. Think of any social media algorithm. The more penguin videos you watch, the more penguin videos the algorithm gives you. If you want to switch from penguin videos to line videos, you have to start watching line videos. But the algorithm will still give you penguin videos. And if you still react to those penguin videos, you keep the algorithm on the penguin videos. And now you can insert whatever structures you have. But the importance here is to proactively set that, and then no matter that the emotions and thoughts come up and try to pull you in and try to make you those behaviors, and even, here's a big pattern that people have. Oh no, it must be deeper, it must be deeper, it must be more difficult. It cannot be this simple. And I used to have that a lot. And I still have that, and I have to remind myself. They say, it cannot be this simple. And then they're chasing again another rabbit hole, because it's easier to chase a rabbit hole than to move forward and live your life and follow your goals. Because in the direction of your goals, all these protective patterns will come up that you are scared of. But this will be your biggest breakthroughs. You don't need another book. You need action. And not only action. The second part of this formula is to spend time outside of your head. Because even if you do those actions and you still spend time inside of your head, talking back to the brain's thoughts. You will feed those patterns. You will still feed that old algorithm. That's why it's important from the beginning of the day to set proactively the valued actions to grow your life and spend time outside of your head. Now, some people might now be like, oh, but that's so much work. It's not only doing actions of growth, it's also relaxation, fun, anything that supports your life outside of your head. But yes, it's going to be challenging. And whoever lazy person is telling you, no, it's too challenging, this and that, I'm telling you it's worth it. Because when you do it, life gets easier and easier over time, because you get stronger and stronger, because you develop emotional fitness, accepting any emotions that come up and moving forward with the valued action. You build mental focus by spending time outside of your head. And you're not so overwhelmed inside of your head because you're showing your brain that you don't want to be inside of your head anymore. So you spend time outside of your head. So your brain is not giving you all those thoughts anymore that causes you to burn out and causes you to have low energy. So you want to change that algorithm. And you might sit there now in front of YouTube and be like, okay, I'll start at some point. And this sounds pretty challenging. What I can tell you is you don't have to be perfect. You only have to take up more territory. You don't have to be perfect. You only have to take up more territory. Even just with taking up more territory from the beginning of the day, you will make massive changes. And the territory that we're taking up, the measure of success, is the valued actions. It's not fixing feelings. If you think what I'm telling you right now, you're gonna use to fix your feelings and to get relief, and will my feelings go away? Will my thoughts go away? You're having the wrong intention again. And that intention will teach your brain that you're still doing it for the emotions and thoughts. And you will not break the patterns as efficiently. So, you want to make the measure of success that you're doing more valued actions, which is fun because you actually want to live your life. That's why you want to fix those patterns, because you want to live your life. So we make living your life just the first thing that we're doing. And that's how we change the algorithm. And that's what your therapist should have taught you. But your therapist is talking about your past and what meaning did that have for you. And you can't, do you know how many people told me that therapy made them worse? Because most of these therapists, a lot of these therapists don't know what they're doing. They only regurgitate information from university. They only were keeping information long enough to pass their midterms. And it was the wrong information. So, I can tell you, if you start setting up your week proactively, and you practice moving forward with the wrong feelings, and you see that moving forward with wrong feelings as a success point and doing the valued actions, if you can celebrate yourself for that, like resistance training or fitness, you will change your life massively without medication. I helped so many people doing that. I helped myself doing that. And I can tell you personally, it's worth it, because you're building a life. You're actually building a more successful life, and you don't have to wait around trying to heal your trauma first before doing that. You moving forward actually will heal your trauma. If you want to go deeper, you can check out my emotional fitness book. I will link it in the description. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments. I'm doing a seminar in Los Angeles on April the 14th on how to live a lighter, simpler life and stop wasting your time with nonsensical self-help addictions, self-help teachings, and actually find out what works. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Maybe it was a bit shaky. I hope the audio is good, because I left my mic in the car and I just felt the desire to make a video right away because I was inspired. But some of you probably listen to this like a podcast because it's longer. Yeah, let me know how you enjoyed it and what else you guys want to see. And I'm excited to talk to you guys soon.